Hi guys. So I thought I would start sort of like a new tradition, if that makes any sense. Sort of like a monthly chit chat or like just I love the sort of chit chat vlog style videos where I just sit down and talk to you guys and we just kind of chat about like what's going on and what's new. But I thought of doing like a monthly overview one where I just kind of talk to you about what happened this month, what I loved, what I didn't love, and just sort of like to go along with the favorites, but just more like a life overview. My hair is looking crazy today. It's got like the beach waves going on, but also just like all of the frizz in my hair. So anyway, June was a really great month. I always go into like these larger months, the months that have like, to me at least, appear to be like substantial in regards to like how many weeks they have. I always go in with a little bit of like anxiety, which it sounds insane. It sounds crazy. Like you have to go through every single month because you're alive and like you have to live. Anyway, I always like have this like a little bit of anxiety going into some of the larger months, thinking like, oh my gosh, this month's gonna be so long. I like either like maybe I have some things planned, maybe I don't, and this month ended up just being like a really great, very like family centric, friend centric month, and that to me is amazing. Because I live in Manhattan, my friends and family live kind of upstate. They only live an hour away, so it's not terrible, but I don't have a car. So if we want to go visit them, we either have to rent a car or take the train, and both can be kind of pricey, so we can't do it like, obviously, we can't do it every day. And so yeah, it was really nice kind of getting so many weekends with my friends and with my family. Friends and family are so important to me. I love my friends and family so much. And especially now that I don't live at home. Here's a fun fact. I lived at home actually up until I was 25, 6? I think I was either 25 or 26. I can't really remember. I think I was 25. I lived at home until I was 25. Not continuously. I did do like a lot of traveling and I was here and there, but like I always kind of came back. When I came back to New York, I always went back to my parents' house. And so, kind of living in Manhattan now continuously for 2 years, has been sort of the first time that I've really kind of planted myself outside of my home. And I think it's so remarkable. Like, everyone's stories are so different. Some people leave home when they're 15. Some people leave home when they're 18. Some people leave home for college and then never go back. Some people don't end up leaving home until they get married. And I think everyone's stories are so valid and so different and cool. I ended up living at home until I pretty well like got almost engaged. I was living at home until like November of 2013, and then I got engaged in December. And it's interesting, it's cool. It's definitely a little bit scary, living far away from friends and family. Again, I live an hour away, so it's not terrible. I don't live across the country or in a different country. But yeah, I guess I'm just like I'm a sucker for friends and family. I'm a sucker for like hometown living, and so that, this whole month has been a little bit tricky, and especially because our lease is coming to an end soon. Our lease comes to an end in 2 months, and in Manhattan, it's kind of crazy because you start getting anxiety about where you're going to move, like 3-4 months before your lease ends, but you can't actually do anything about it until like a week before your lease ends. Real estate in the city is so crazy, and you can't really go and find an apartment and like lock it down for like 3 months in advance, or even 2 months in advance, even 1 month in advance, really. It's very much like, if you're looking for an apartment for September 1st, move in, then you start looking for an apartment mid-August, that's it, and it like moves so quickly, and it's like, see it, take it, pray your application gets accepted, and then like, that's it. That's sort of what getting this place was like. It was very much like, I saw it, I liked it, and like, that's it. Like, put in the application, pray it gets accepted, and then got it, cool, move in. And I'm just more of like a slower paced person, and I like to think about things and think them through, and you're not allotted any of that in the city. So that was a little tricky. And so like I've been dealing a lot with that anxiety, and obviously my husband is like trying to like calm me down, like everything's gonna be fine. And like I know everything's gonna be fine, but it's not something like that you can just like feel like, oh, it'll be fine, because you never know. New York City is crazy. You just never know. But yeah, so I think that that's been weighing too on me. And every time I go home and see my parents and see my friends, it's very much like, oh, I wish I could live back in the suburbs. But for work right now and for where we are in our lives, we're doing okay in the city. We're doing all right. What else this month? This month was great as well because I got to see my best friend's baby twice, which doesn't sound like a lot when you think of like the entire month, but everyone has, again, different schedules, work, and other commitments, and it's hard to get together. And so it was such a blessing to get to see her and her baby 2 times. And she's so big. She's 6 months now, and she's so cute. And you can really see, like, every time I see her, she's just a little bit bigger, a little bit more aware, a little bit more interactive, and it's just so neat, so cool. And for the rest of this month, really all I've got planned is some work stuff, nothing too crazy. I'm really looking forward to July. I think July is going to be a fun month. Again, we have a few family things. We have a wedding and maybe a birthday party or two, and hopefully we'll get to enjoy, the warmer weather and maybe go to the beach or something. So yeah, I think that was everything pretty well for the month of June. I had a friend on Broadway and her show closed, unfortunately, but it was so wonderful to see her, and she had such an amazing experience. I have another friend this month whose show is premiering on Broadway, which is really exciting. My husband has some really exciting stuff kind of coming down the chute that I will hopefully get to share pretty soon. Yeah. And that's pretty well. I think that's it. My goal for the next month is just to keep on doing what I'm doing, keep creating videos, keep uploading them, keep, interacting with you guys. I'd love to read a little bit more this month. I'm in the middle of reading Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer? It's right here. I've never read a Wayne Dyer book, which is kind of crazy because I grew up around all of his books because my mom is a Wayne Dyer, I don't want to say freak, but she loves them. So yeah, I can't believe I've never actually read one of his books. But this is a great book to read. It's all about just believing in yourself and positive thinking and affirmations, and I'm down for all that stuff. It's just the art, I need to master the art of actually doing it, So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had an amazing June. Have a wonderful day, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!